Also, something important to note, it's just you. And by just you, Iris, I'm assuming that you're gonna be feeling a bit more, shall we say, lonesome. Because right now, Amelia is in no condition to travel. She's back in the inn resting. Shura said that she's gonna stay behind to take care of her until you guys figure out what's going on, because now that you have a teleporter, she can easily rejoin you.
Don't worry,
Morgana, on the other hand, said since she needs some time to think, she actually stayed behind on the Western Isles.
Iris is probably walking around like, why do I feel so alone suddenly?
It's because you've always had about 3 people talking inside your head.
Inside you, you still got me. Oh.
Lucretia is going to be sitting basically on a box, looking out the side of the ship, kind of contemplating things.
Iris right away latches
by
onto
the way, as you're
Lucy.
leaving the Western Isles behind, on a cliff on the shoreline somewhere off in the distance, you can barely make out that somebody is overlooking the area towards your ship.
Is it Aubrey?
Well,
Does she have white hair?
As much as I hate to admit it, Adam is right.
Damn it.
Oh.
Because
I was about to
off
ask
on the
if
side,
it was Logan.
what you see is Audrey, who is sitting down on one of the cliffs overlooking the shoreline, is quietly looking over your ship leaving. However, sadly, the picture does not do it justice because there's no giant mech behind her. However, on her shoulder, you see a very small Dixie who is waving with one of his arms goodbye.
By the way, Iris is actually cheering out of her
She,
hands.
however, has her arms crossed and is pouting and is looking very disgruntled as you guys are leaving.
You wearing it?
Me and you both, sister. Me and you both.
Hey, Expersha, Dixie
Yeah?
wearing it or not?
Oh yeah, she is.
Like, she's clearly
And,
excited that somebody important did die.
Because this is the rule of cool, despite the distance and the short stature of Dixie, somehow you hear as the machine sends you off with its goodbye. There we go.
Perfect.
Also, in response to you guys, that was a GM question. You guys don't need to know shit.
Fair enough.
I'm
Iris is just
keeping
going to
my
latch onto
image. I
Lucretia.
refuse to have it broken.
Well, I didn't get to say it, but thanks for helping me back there. Twice.
No problem. It's kind of my job.
True, but I would like to have a bit more faith in me. You know, it was probably horrible for you, but seeing you like that was not exactly a picnic.
I understand, Iris, and trust me, I don't like dying either, and But, you see, the thing was, when I saw that sword coming down to you, I knew there was about a 90% chance that you were going to be able to dodge it, but even if there was only a 1% chance, I still had to jump in.
By the way, at that point, Iris goes, "Oh yeah, 3 times. Thank you for 3 times." The bullet, the sword, and the explosion.
I'm not sure which one
Yeah.
of you is more suicidal.
By the way, just to point out, Lucretia, aren't you kind of enabling Iris? Oh, well, I can take this danger, it's fine. Lucretia, you're just gonna tank it for me.
Exactly.
You're kind of enabling her.
No, you see, the thing is, now she doesn't gain physical wounds, she gains emotional wounds, and they never heal.
Iris is gonna basically stroke over here, saying, "Just make sure not. Just have a little more faith. I will promise I'll call out if I truly need help."
Alright. Let's make a deal. I'll try and have more faith in you if you stop jumping headfirst into danger in situations where I feel the need to jump in to help you.
Iris goes silent for a minute, looking out towards the sea for a moment. This is quick.
That'll never happen.
I will try my very best not to do it.
Everybody roll to not get fooled by that bluff.
Do we have a?
I call dibs on advantage because, well, I've jumped in to save her ass like 5 times. I'd see right through it, then I just respond in turn, then I will try my very best to have a bit more faith in you.
Roll to not get fooled by that bluff.
I. Okay.
Y'all fuckers looking onto this antisocial piece of shit.
It's like, though.
You believe me.
It's like, but really, I mean it this time. I won't jump in alone.
Yes, please remember, Iris, I have the tower shield. I have this for a reason.
Of course. To be fair, the third time I did feel like I could take her. I think we all did. That was amazing.
Yes. That was pretty cool, wasn't it?
It was. Did you see how fast I moved? Either way, I'm gonna try out my new weapon. I need to learn how to shoot it.
Do be careful. I'm pretty sure if you aim it at somebody, it will kill them.
I assume that's what the purpose of a weapon is, yes.
Alright.
I mean, it was more like a ceremonial gift to the leader of the party, but I guess it's a weapon.
Gonna use it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was ceremonial and not actually.
Iris is
Whatever. We
attempting
both
to-
know you're gonna use it anyway.
Iris is
It's a
already
pistol
trying to
hatchet.
load
It's
it.
the most practical weapon in the world. Oh wait.
Yeah, Iris is already trying to load
Oh
it.
yeah, they're gonna love that shit on the fucking continent. Just you wait.
I'm gonna take this to Ovea, she says.
The
she
Oveas
walks
are gonna be
away.
like-
No, no, we're not showing that anywhere in Olvea. It's getting hidden.
I wonder
like
where it
you.
will-
No. The Oveas
Look,
wouldn't even call it
here-
heresy. They would
here's the
just
thing.
look at it as like impractical.
It's the worst insult they can give you.
I wanna wear it all the time, you can't make me.
Like so
right.
practical we can't even call it heresy.
You see, Iris, I think we need to talk about you going to the Olvean Empire. We're going to need to do something a bit. You're a wanted woman, so we're going to give you.
Only by one
She
person.
basically does a rainbow motion with her hands. A makeover.
She looks suspicious.
Did that actually happen?
You can create rainbows of prestidigitation if you want to.
Yeah, I actually do create a rainbow with prestidigitation.
Did you actually do that in
Prestidigitation.
character?
Yeah.
Yes.
Holy shit. This is canon now.
Iris is like, I am unsure and untrusting of this.
Mage morality.
I did the rainbow hands and actually made a rainbow, and the words makeover appear as I say them.
It's-
Are they sparkly?
Yes.
Excellent.
What
Gay.
kind of makeover? Fine, I understand. We'll have a makeover and whatever else. I'm gonna go
Here,
shoot the
if you. Wait, here.
Hmm?
I'm gonna introduce you to your new you, and I'm basically gonna start dragging you over to a bathroom.
No! Let me shoot the gun, she says.
Athletics.
No! Rest is for weaklings.
Eventually, you managed to find the place on the map that you were looking for. And indeed, because the water is very clear, you can see that there's some kind of glow and some kind of underground structure. Not that far below you, actually. It's probably gonna be a difficult swim, but nothing you can't really manage. Off in the distance, you see a small island surrounded by rocky terrain and some choppy waters. That's about it. So, you're sadly gonna have to swim for it, since the entrance to this apparent underground ruin is, well, underwater.
Actually, good time to ask. Can everyone swim?
No, you
We'll
see, the thing is, I wait for us to swim to the bottom,
Or
and
you
then
sink.
I water shape it.
You and
Finish
Horatius
it.
sink, we swim.
So, since you're gonna have to do some underwater diving, what's the plan, guys?
We go to the bottom and then we just kind of walk. Because basically, you know what we did the last time where we just walked along the bottom and I made all of us, and I had all of us have a mini sun above
Yep.
our heads?
Yep.
Basically, that's what we're doing.
Oh yeah, Horatius wasn't here for that one time. To be fair, that little boy that pestered you with those questions, I really wanted Horatius to handle him, but oh well. Eventually,
Like, champion
as you
fighters are
continue
insane.
to... Well, this is not gonna be a dramatic explanation because you guys trivialized the fuck out of it in the most boring way possible, so eventually you guys reach the entrance and begin to enter the ruins. As you do, you notice that there is no water. Once you pass a certain threshold, the water no longer enters, as if there's a magical barrier keeping the rest of the sea at bay.
Wow, Lucy, you're really good.
That's not me.
Oh. That's less impressive.
As you enter the underground caverns, there are some places where water is dripping down. However, the place is, for all intents and purposes, dry. However, it is dusty and covered in ash. Whatever you touch feels like it could instantly break and turn into dust. These ruins are ancient. Despite that, you see footsteps on the floor. Somebody was here. Probably not recently, but there definitely is presence here. Probably some would-be adventurers looking out for treasure, though their fate is unknown.
Do they look like asshole boots that may belong to a Logan?
No.
Well, that
There's
doesn't look good.
on the soles, basically, you can read very faintly, "Fuck you, Iris."
Oh, they're adventurous.
On the
just
sole my
leaves
boot,
it-
I mark
No, you
names I
would know
can't.
You know
it's
it's
Vendrick
Vendrick.
if they were backwards and doing a moonwalk.
Oh, no, it's
No,
I
it's-
didn't actually wear them. I was floating at the time.
Yeah,
I just put them into the ground so she knew.
Yeah,
Because
here's the thing.
walking is for
The-
once.
we know it's
That seems like
Vendrick
a
if
Vendrick
there's
thing to do.
if there's like 2 steps out of the water and then there's nothing, like teleport. Then there's a few steps out, like a few feet down, and then teleport again.
Also, Horatius is just going to say that, well, that doesn't look good. Are we just looking for books?
Yeah, we're looking for information apparently. In fact, apparently some of our items came from places like this, so keep an eye out for anything magical, I guess.
I would
From
sug-
what you guys have gathered about ruins around the sea, while most of them have been cleared out, there's still a few that are either unexplored because they're too dangerous, or some that have not been found. And they have all brought out very incredible knowledge and items from civilizations seemingly from hundreds, maybe even thousands of years ago.
I would suggest we are on the lookout for anything that isn't bolted down.
Agreed.
Might be a good idea for you to range out and scout a bit, Alyssia, so we don't get ambushed.
Alyssia just inclines her head and then ranges out at 45 feet per round.
Give me a perception roll.
Is it based on hearing or sight?
You can do it, definitely. Yeah, it doesn't matter what type, so you can go for hearing since you're best at that right now.
Speaking of,
With your cute bunny ears!
yeah, so you took the bunny ears then?
Yes,
Of course
yes,
she
I
did.
did. Shut
You
up.
know she loves them.
No,
Oh,
she hates the ears themselves, but she likes what they do.
Oh, I'm not going to mention it
Love it,
until the
slut.
perfect moment.
By the way,
This is
you
gonna end
realize
with
the next
Lucy.
enemy that sees you is gonna grab you by the ears, right?
Well,
And she's
jokes
gonna
on them,
hop,
considering the
hop
ears is not
over.
actually like connected to me. They're just connected to the hood.
Anyway, give me that perception roll.
Yeah.
She's a honey bun bun.
All of us? Or...
You hear no commotion apart from dripping water for at least, well, 100 meters away. There is nothing here except you guys.
By the way, Iris is staring at you, or do you have that on?
You see that the ears are twitching left and right.
Alyssia comes running back, still like weirdly fast. It would appear that we are alone. I can't hear anything for, well, however long this makes me hear.
Well,
This is an odd feeling.
either way, maybe it'd be good if you head off to the side.
Hey, you can
Wait,
move as fast as I can.
Isn't this basically as one giant cave?
Yeah,
I assume it's a cave with a bunch of ruins and doors and shit.
there
in
are
it.
some ruins on both sides, but right now it's a narrow corridor leading further in. As you guys begin going through the corridor, however, it begins to branch up and open up, almost like it's a small city. You see structures left and right. They seem to be small, almost like housing facilities. There's plenty of temples, destroyed statues as you continue going further in. Above you, you see a sight that you have never seen. It is absolutely breathtaking. What you see above you are not clouds. It's not sky. It is the bottom of the sea. And the sun gently making its sun rays just barely making its way through the water and shining down here. You are literally underneath the ocean, and magic is holding the water above you from crashing down. You can
Wow.
actually see a lot of creatures, fish, and all sorts of wildlife in the water going around. None of them seem to be able to pass through the bottom, so nothing is falling from the sky.
Curse the fact I'm not a mage and therefore won't give a shit how it works.
So, did these people used to like have cities underwater?
Maybe.
Maybe it wasn't water.
It was
Back
like
then.
it
Maybe
was
it
like
wasn't
looking
humans.
all across the walls and stuff. Like she's trying to find like information.
Make me a perception roll.
Okay. I shall view with perception.
Or investigation. Either one will work.
Perception. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Most of pretty much everything is destroyed. However, you get lucky, Iris. You start gently blowing and dusting some of the ash off a wall, and you manage to find some inscriptions and pictures. The language is something you do not understand. However, the pictures, well, a picture can say 1,000 things, you know, that kind of stuff. So this is what you see once you continue to uncover the carvings in the wall.
Is it like this illuminated?
Yes, there seems to be faint magic despite it being ancient. As you place your hand on it, it gives it a little bit of energy and it begins glowing slightly.
I'm gonna rub my hand and go, this mark above it, it's the same mark that appeared on us. It's the same one on Amelia. I think we're heading in the right direction.
I don't like that. I really don't like that.
What do you mean? Like she's looking back towards Horatius, wondering what's going on. By the way, is there no music to this place?
There should be dark ambience playing.
Yeah, no, this place has been abandoned for thousands of years. There isn't a band.
I'll just reload a second, hang on.
just expecting some like band to just be casually playing in the corner.
Ah, there we go. It started now.
Fine, I'll reload.
It's like, yeah, so what's wrong? I mean, this place is abandoned, right?
Anywhere with that sign isn't good news.
That much I agree with.
Actually, Experta,
Yes.
even though this place looks abandoned and destroyed, is there any sign that there have been any sort of activity here recently?
Like I said, as soon as you entered, you saw that there are some footprints, but they do not seem recent. If you have to make an educated guess, probably a couple of months.
Yeah, because I'm thinking
However, the footprints went inside. Nothing came back.
Okay, so can we follow the footprints then? Then again,
Oh, there's
maybe
no
not.
footprints now that you've entered the heart of the
Okay.
temple. However, further down, deeper into this, well, massive space where the ruined statues and the houses lead off to, in the distance you see a massive temple, almost like a pyramid. You see that its massive entrance has been unsealed. There is still faint glows of magic that once resided there, but the seal seems to have been broken and the door is wide open.
Okay, cool.
And by you can see it, I mean that's at least a 15-minute walk.
Well, I guess we're heading forward, but everyone be prepared. Just in case.
I'll take point.
Thanks. Lucretia, you have any way to stop any magic traps or anything that may happen? Lucretia's still frothing at her mouth for all this heresy. How dare there be a temple not to the three
No,
gods?
no. I have dispel magic.
Alright, prepare that and we'll move forward.
As you guys continue to move forward towards the temple, at the base of it, you see that there's quite a few traps that have been disarmed. It looks that it seems that whoever passed through here was well versed in Alyssia's line of work and has carefully taken care of a few nasty traps that were set for intruders. And there doesn't seem to be any sign of corpses or blood, so
17.
everybody probably made it just fine.
Yeah, there's only two things left standing in the way of traps. A simple lock and a bookcase.
Adam, fuck you. I can now saw open the bookcase with my my newly acquired thread.
Yes, let's use this thing that can cut through fucking any type of metal to destroy that bookcase.
I love how your response was the case and not the lock. You could saw through the bookcase with the wire.
Fuck that bookcase.
Adam, I have a very easy way to get through the lock. I will shoot it with the bow.
I mean, Sibby, your answer to everything can't be let's just fucking nuke it.
No, his way of getting for the lock is he goes, Horatius, kick. Got this, guys.
As you guys begin ascending the steps, you get an eerie feeling. As you look back towards you, this is anything but fucking excess and visions of grandeur. As you're sitting up on these steps, even though you're not sure of this area, you overlook the remains of the city below, the places of worship. Above you, you see the brilliant light coming through the bottom of the sea. You suddenly feel empowered, like you are gods of this world and you can crush it under your thumb. It's easy to feel like if you were in charge of this, oh fuck yeah, this is awesome, but yeah, now everything lies in ruins. So
Didn't exactly help them.
as you guys enter, no, not enter. As you guys step on top of the last flight of stairs and are finally before the entrance of the temple, you see that there are remains, bodies. Some are human, probably the people that came here and unlocked this seal. They are all dead. As for if they're the only ones here, no, they are not. What you see around them are corpses of fish-like monsters from the deep sea. Oddly enough, looking exactly like the ones that are swimming and circling above you right now, where the sea is being held at place.
Exposure.
The fish are all dead, and oddly enough, you'll notice that most of them are not fit for surviving without water. So them coming here and fighting was basically their death sentence.
The people. We work
Yes.
out a nationality.
No, but based on some of their gear, you can definitely guess that they're adventurers and probably came from the Western Isles. No doubt looking and scouting for these types of ruins and looking for adventure and treasures. Sadly, their expedition didn't go so well.
Okay, two questions. Firstly,
Go ahead.
how many sets of footprints were there going inside? Only the one?
Make me a roll.
Investigation or perception?
Both. Both can do. Whatever you feel comfortable with. The information is gonna be slightly different both for either one.
I feel investigation probably makes sense here.
Go for it.
Oh, damn.
You
the dick. You got
somehow,
plus 10.
despite all the difficulty and the old footprints, managed to distinctly make out 8 pieces of distinct footprints, and you see 8 corpses.
Okay, so second question. In what stage of decomposition are they?
You can easily tell that, just like the footprints suggest, these corpses are a couple of months old.
Here's one hypothesis. What if these people, well, ventured inside while this was still covered by ocean, and, well, I suppose they managed to reactivate whatever magic holds the ocean at bay, but also perished due to these things, and then they suffocated because of lack of water.
Maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna check on the seal part of it.
The seal has been undone. Even though there's faint magic coming through it, it seems that once the seal was undone, something happened, and these people died.
Anyone know anything about this?
Actually, there's one easy way to work out
I
if Sibby's
will
right or not.
roll
On the bodies, any of the bones broken.
Yes,
Broken chip
by
damage.
powerful jaws of the monsters lying dead around them.
16, not bad.
Then they didn't drown.
So no one's got Arcana in this group.
I have
Lulu
-1
does.
to Arcana.
I'm a
With
rogue.
that 16, you cannot
have
tell
Arcana.
anything useful, Lucretia. I'm sorry.
Wait, I have something else. I just need to find
Also,
it.
do you want to know the funny thing?
What?
My Arcana's better than hers.
Oh my god.
Why the fuck is your Arcana better than the fucking
Technically,
mage's?
Because
technically the rogue
I'm not
should
a
have it as
mage.
well.
My intelligence is my dumb stat.
And I don't have a dumpster.
I'll have you know that my strength is my
Because
dumpster and I
Horatius
still have
is a
decent
good boy. He
athletics.
doesn't bin max. He just does everything.
Well, I mean, here it is. I can see what things do.
I mean,
Some other magic-imbued object, you learn its
Google.
properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement to use and how many charges it has, if any. You learn what any spells are affecting the item and what they are. If the item was created by a spell, you learn which spell created it. So it should work for this situation.
Right. So, first of all, the seal. You cannot judge what type of spell it is, which basically means it's not something that a human can cast. That's all you can
Okay.
get. It's that powerful of a spell. Second, the seal is very simple. It can only be unlocked and locked by the individual that placed it. If somebody else breaks it by any means, there is a trigger. Something happens if the seal is not unlocked properly.
What's that? Does it have to do with the monsters?
The seal seems to let off some kind of quote-unquote alarm to summon the guards.
Ah, okay, so it definitely have to do with the monsters.
However, now that the door is unlocked and the party is dead, everything is fine.
Okay.
Relatively speaking.
So, if the seal's undone, there's nothing past it?
Past it, you see a dark corridor leading deeper into the temple, the heart of the temple.
I'm looking towards Lucy. Smiling. Should we
Okay,
go?
I heft my tower shield and continue farther inward.
There is no light inside.
I get a torch.
That's fine. I already cast light on everybody, so that
you
we
did?
basically
Okay.
yeah.
What's the
Like
point
As
we
you
have-
guys continue
Point
further in,
these things.
you descend into the cold depths of the sea.
Yeah, you guys forget she's a support cleric. It's all about shit like this.
Yeah, you see, the thing is, I don't have any damage, but I do have a lot of utility.
Inside, you see more scribbles with the symbol of Grima and depictions of Grima itself. There are texts, walls and walls of text that you do not recognize. And as you continue further down, you see the thing that you're probably fearing the most right now. A sealed door.
Alright.
Now, does this sealed door have a seal on it, or is it just locked?
Yes, it has a seal.
I'll go
No,
look.
it's guarded by a bookcase.
I'll go look
Check.
towards it and then look back towards the bodies. Then back towards it. It's like maybe this isn't the best course of action.
Subvert.
Did anyone check the bodies?
Alyssia quickly rifles
Are
through
you-
their
you're rough-
clothing and equipment.
Rifling through their corpses for spare plot.
Yes, I need some plot, and they
You
probably have some
see
plot.
some personal notes that are of no interest to you. You see some journal about their travels and expenses, which is of no interest to you. They don't seem to carry any interesting items. They seem to have been very skilled and seasoned adventurers. Rather than relying on their gear, they were more relying on teamwork and on their own, experience. However, you do find an interesting item that seems to be like a mana overload device. Basically, it creates a small discharge of mana burst, which is enough to interfere with spells, which is actually very ideal for breaking magical seals, as long as you don't care about being quiet about it.
Lucy, can't you see how it works? Maybe you can reroute it or fizzle it with divine magic.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to use Dispel Magic to quietly destroy it.
Excuse me, Adam. I believe you mean miracles.
Because of how well you did last time, you know that because this is something beyond what a human can do, chances are, if you do not do it proper, it's gonna backfire no matter what. Sadly.
Well, this is kind of the only chance we got, so I'm gonna roll an Arcana check. Hopefully it's
Do it.
not above 9th level, because then I can't.
So we're either gonna bust it open normally, or I hope you don't explode. Don't explode.
Okay, make that
Nope.
roll.
What the shit? Okay, I
Sadly,
guess we
even
explode.
with luck, that's not gonna cut it. The seal pops when you use the spell magic, and the door, with a grind and with a lot of dust everywhere falling and settling in, the door begins to
Fuck you,
open as
Hendrik.
the seal was undone. However, from behind, all you can hear is
That'll be a good time. Wait, guys, I got this. Just give me a second. Where is it? I got this. I got a thing for this. Where?
We really are missing a mage, aren't we?
Really are.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm like a discount mage.
Don't get me wrong, you're useful, but we have nothing to, you know.
You've not got an arrogant son of a bitch with every answer to magical problems, is what you've not
Yeah, I guess we do have a weakness as a party.
Wait, give me a second. I'm just looking through the thing. Okay, fine. I don't know where it is. I'm casting invisibility on all 4 of us. That's like a-
behind you. You continue to hear the angry screams as monsters get riled up and become
Fifth level
enraged.
invisibility.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that you're gonna quickly delve deeper
Yeah.
into the tunnel.
I've gotta
right?
get inside
well,
and
we're
probably
now
close the door.
invisible.
It's like,
We're now
close the door.
just-
As you are now in the inner sanctum, the hall actually splits off into a giant room full of altars for worship. This place has actually been preserved. You see that the markings on the walls are in pristine condition. There is no dust anywhere, as this place was probably maintained.
How many
As
altars
you
are there?
continue further in, you see that there's actually light sources. There are torches. And further down, there is a huge altar with books, stacks and stacks of different types of books. And there you see a humanoid shadow shift in the darkness.
Well, I start my punch then.
For imagination.
You
Well,
see that the robed figure has its back to you, and it seems to be rummaging through the pages of a particular book.
How big is it?
Suddenly, you hear a calm voice boom out throughout the room, and it echoes, as you can imagine, because of where you are. Ah, visitors, it's been a while. You may hide, but the seal was undone. You can't exactly, well, you know. So, are you going to remain hidden? Or will you step out so we can talk?
It's a fucking dragon!
More like an ancient wyvern.